start your luxury collection. You've saved up $5,000, which has taken probably ages to save up. Where do you even start? Do you know where you start? You start at Louis Vuitton. Pretty much, I'd say majority of people with a luxury collection, like, I feel like just everyone starts at Louis Vuitton. Okay, so I was actually tagged to do this video by Tanya from Vuitton Bag, so I will put her video up here. So it's all about starting a luxury collection with $5,000. I mean, you're saving all this money, all this time to reach that goal, and then where do you even start? What do you even buy? Even though they have like constant price rises every year, every 6 months, the same as all the other luxury houses, the prices are still pretty reasonable at Louis Vuitton. I mean, you don't start at Chanel and you don't start at Hermes. You know, their prices are just like crazy ridiculous. And I feel like if you start too high, you're just going to get put off. You're not going to be able to afford anything. You're going to be able to buy like half of a bag, you know, with $5,000 if you go to Chanel. So we don't want to start there. We want to start somewhere reasonable. So Louis Vuitton's pretty reasonable. The first thing that I would start in my collection is a bag. You want to get the most expensive thing out of the way and then work from there. My cats are legit going crazy. It's like, must be like witching hour in my house, because the two of them are like chasing each other and hissing at each other and like destroying the house. Anyway, now my favorite bag from Louis Vuitton is one that I actually have, and it is the Pochette Métis. When I first saw this bag, I wasn't really into it, and then I went shopping and I saw it on someone and I thought, that actually looks really cool, and I actually think I like it now. Sometimes it takes me like a little bit of time to warm up to a bag. I remember when I first looked at the Neo Noe, I was offered it in store like when it firstly came out, and I tried it on and I was like, ugh, I don't really like it. And then later on changed my mind, and by then the price had already gone up like $300. But anyway, buy the bag first, get the first most expensive thing out of the way. That way, if there's going to be a price increase, I mean, it's not going to be anything dramatic on smaller goods that you're going to be buying after that. Now, you know where I think you should start? I think you should start with a Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis. This bag is awesome. I feel like it's the new sort of like Neverfull Speedy, which was really popular when I was starting my collection. They were sort of the top bags, but I feel like this one has kind of taken over that role. So I want to give you guys the right information. So I've looked it up on my phone. So the current retail of the Pochette Métis is $3,150. So it kind of has gone up significantly since I bought mine. I paid about $2,500 for this a couple of years ago. So it's sort of gone up $600 plus since I bought it. It's a very popular bag. For a while there, you couldn't get your hands on one, but I feel like they're more readily available now, and they're definitely more readily available on the pre-owned market. But if you're starting your luxury collection, I feel like you kind of want that like store experience. You want to build a little bit of like a rapport with an SA, you know, you want the whole deal, I think, when you're into the bag a little bit and banging it on everything here. So it's monogram canvas. Now, why I think it's excellent for a first bag is I feel like monogram canvas is literally indestructible. Like canvas, their canvas lasts forever. I mean, you can have bags for years and years and years and years and literally not see wear on the canvas at all. The only thing that you usually need to get redone is the glazing around the edges. On all of my Louis Vuitton things, I usually take them back in and have them reglazed. That's cool. You take the strap off, you can interchange straps, you can buy separate straps, things like that. Has a back pocket. What have I even got in here? I didn't clean it out before I thought I would video it. So a back pocket, which is literally the perfect size for a plus size phone. It just has a press together mechanism to open it. What's in here? Nothing. Lucky. Okay, so it's just monogram canvas inside. Oh, I do have a few things in there, some pens and stuff. So there's a back pocket, a center pocket, and a front pocket, and they're literally just big open pockets. Oh, what a time for my phone to ring. Hang on, I'll get it and get back. My partner's like been out for dinner, so I thought I'll try and get this video filmed while he's out, and he just rang me and said he's going to be home in 20 minutes. Anyway, back to it. So 3 big open spaces. It is brown inside, so it's not going to mark, which is seriously so important for a bag. I don't know how many bags I've had that have had light interior and you get pen marks on them, or like lip gloss, or you know, anything that's in your bag leaks, stains it. So that's why this is so good. You literally could not even see if there was like a pen that rubbed on the side or something. So that's really amazing. For your first luxury bag, you want something that you're not going to ruin, really. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The one thing that I don't like about Louis Vuitton is the vachetta. So that is this tan colored leather that they put on their pieces that can get watermarks. It does my head in. If it rains, you literally have to like run for your life run away from the rain, because if you get water on this, it's going to stain, and it's so hard to get out. I do have a trick for getting it out, but you can't get it all out. So we'll leave my trick for getting watermarks out to another video, hey, shall we? But anyway, vachetta, I try and avoid this so much if I can, but this bag came in monogram with vachetta, so what are you going to do? So I have actually got a couple of watermarks on it. I wonder if I can zoom in. Let me see. That there is watermarking. Now I still have the stickers on here. You can see it's starting to peel off, but this here is watermarking, and see how it stains, and it just, oh, does my head in, does my head in. Anyway, that's that. What are you going to do? You can put protective spray on your vachetta, which really helps with the watermarking, but literally if it's going to rain, or like you're somewhere where there is the potential that you could get wet, just do not take this bag, or make sure that you have like a plastic bag or something to put it in. And the next thing you want to buy is a wallet, okay? Louis Vuitton does awesome wallets. They're a really great starting point. I started with a couple of different, the large size zippy wallets, but I have since downgraded to smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller wallets, because I feel like as my bags get smaller, I just like, I like little tiny wallets. So Louis Vuitton wallet is an awesome second luxury item to buy. I really like if you're into long wallets, the long zippy wallet, or if you're into more compact wallets, I like the zippy coin purse, and I like the look of the Recto Verso. It's actually on my luxury wish list that I have put up for this year. Video to that here. A Louis Vuitton wallet is awesome. They're really hard wearing. I feel like they literally, again, canvas, never show the wear. So I'm going to put up the zippy wallet on the side so that you can actually see what I'm talking about as I talk about it. So this is one in normal monogram canvas with rose ballerine inside. So it retails currently for $1,130. I've got all the details on my phone, in Australia for the large size. Awesome wallet, but huge. A zippy coin purse. So the zippy coin purse is awesome. It's literally just the same as the zippy wallet that I just showed you before. This is it here. Smaller version. It's still pretty substantial in size. Excellent for cards, cash, and that's about it. The next one here is the Rosalie wallet. This one is really popular. 535 Australian dollars for the Rosalie. The zippy coin purse is 650. So the zippy's a little bit more expensive than the Rosalie, but it has the big zip around, so you can store a bit more in that one. But the Rosalie is a very nice, compact, small wallet. Now the next one I'm going to show you here is the Recto Verso card holder is what it's called, in the monogram canvas. So that retails for 835 Australian dollars. The third item that I feel like is an absolute must is a Louis Vuitton key holder. So I have this one, which is the 6 key holder. It also comes in a 4 key holder. I just had a check and it retails for 355 Australian dollars, which is really super reasonable for this. I feel like years ago I only paid about $2.95, so this one doesn't seem to really go up in price very much over the years. I've literally had this one forever. I have had the button replaced. Let me zoom in for you so you can see. Oh, zoom to my face. So it does have a leather button, which is annoying. If you can buy anything with a gold button on it, oh my gosh, do it. Don't buy the leather button if you can help it. But a lot of these things only come with a leather button, so that's, you know, what can you do? But you can pay to have it replaced, or if it's damaged within the first couple of years, you can send it off and they'll fix it for free. The thing is, it just sort of, the leather starts to like tear. I'll show you if I can give you a good example. See that little circle in the middle? That's pretty much where it would start to tear. You know? So that's that, but it's awesome. I have had the reglazing done a few times. So this side, zoom in again, is good. And then when we flip it around to this side, you can see my glazings come off. So I've had it reglazed again a couple of years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, and then now it's starting to come off again. So it would be time for me to take it back in and reglaze it. But now I'm going to have to pay for it because it's not been 2 years. I've literally probably had this thing for like, I don't even know, like 7 years or something. So it's a bit dirty, but this is what it is. Just individual little clips to put your keys on. That's it. You can put things in the back here. There's a little bit of a space. I've never put anything in there. I mean, I guess you could fold up some cash or something and put it in there. But that's that. Awesome, awesome piece. I definitely recommend it. The other thing that I would recommend is another key holder that they do. Dragon. That's a weird name. I don't know if it's dragon or dragon, but anyway, dragon key holder. It comes in all different colors. I'll show you these ones that I like. It comes in reverse monogram and normal brown monogram, original monogram. So it retails for $625. There is another one that doesn't have as much gold hardware on it that retails for 420 Australian dollars. This one is just really good for if you have a lot of spiky keys and you've bought an expensive bag, you don't want your keys to shred up your bag on the inside. So this one just keeps it all nicely compact inside and you're not going to damage the inside of your bag. Top tip. Another thing that I feel like is totally worthwhile having in your collection is an overnight bag. So I have this one. It is the Keep All from Louis Vuitton. Oh my gosh, it's so big I can't even get in the screen with me. Keep All 50 from Louis Vuitton. Hate the vachetta, and you know why? Because I watermarked it. I was on a trip once, had a bottle of water in here at the airport, the lid came off and it spilt all through the bottom of the bag, and I feel like I was just heartbroken. It was like the worst thing ever. But anyway, big keep alls. When we are allowed to travel, we're not allowed to travel now, but when we are allowed to travel, these are awesome. They fit in the overhead compartment on the airplane. Well, the 50 does anyway. They do come in multiple different sizes. I think there's a 55, there's a 45. Yeah, different canvases as well. I probably would buy the monogram if I did it again. I probably wouldn't buy the white just because, you know, watermarking and stuff. But anyway, awesome bag. I've used it so many times for so many like weekends away, staying over places, etc. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Definitely recommend. Probably wouldn't go in your $5,000. This would be like a next thing, you know, if you are planning on taking a trip. This is really cool. The only thing I would suggest is get one with this strap because, oh, cats are rattling at each other. Buy the one that has a shoulder strap. That was my mistake with this. And when you are carrying children, especially, and backpacks and other things through an airport, this being only handheld is the worst. Get one with a strap, for sure. I've just had a look on the website at the cost of the Keep All. So it's about $3,150 now, but they range because there's a ton of different ones, as you can see. There's heaps and heaps and heaps of different prints and different things. So they sort of start around that 3,000-ish mark and go up from there. But anyway, awesome, but get one with a strap, for sure. Okay. We're going to start on our don't buy list. Don't buy the Louis Vuitton bag charms. I feel like I went through so many of these. I went through a whole stage having all these little bag charms with gold hardware like all over my bags, you know, and all they do is get scratched. They just scratch up against each other and then they're very hard to resell once they've got scratches on them. They're sort of like $500 for a bag charm, and unless it's leather or a canvas one, I just, from experience, I wouldn't go there again because they just get scratched and then they look awful. So that's what I don't buy. The other thing I'm not into, I'm not really a shoes person. I do have YSL heels, I do have Valentino shoes, multiple things like that, Gucci shoes and stuff. So it's not that I don't think you should buy any, but I just feel like shoes are not value for money in like a luxury collection. They get damaged. I remember I bought a pair of Valentinos, they were like $1,600. They were like the newest color kitten heel shoes. Paid full price for them because they were not discounted because they were the new ones, and only wore them a couple of times. Went out somewhere that, you know, like if your heel gets stuck in between a tile or something, and ripped the leather up the heel, and they were completely ruined and I had to throw them away. And I was like, never again am I going to spend that sort of money on a pair of shoes. Like, I'm just not. I mean, I feel like if they have a chunky heel and there's no way that that could ever happen again, probably, but on a thin heel, no. Another thing that I feel like is a waste of money, a big old waste of money, is runway clothing and high-end brands clothing. I mean, if you have like a staple piece, I get that, like a jacket or something that you can wear so much. But if you're just buying like a t-shirt or something, you know, I'm guilty of this. I have 3 Balmain shirts. One of them I washed for the first time and the logo got crinkled, and now I don't know what to do. I'm like, it's like a $500 shirt. What do I do with this? You know, I don't really like it anymore because I can see the crinkle. Anyway, so I feel like, you know, high-end clothing is just, I don't want to be so harsh and be like, oh, that's a big old waste of money. But for me, I think it is, unless it's a staple piece. I mean, I love Kenzo jumpers, you know, things like that, like a jumper or like a jacket, like stuff like that for sure is worth it. But just t-shirts, and dresses and things like that, I probably wouldn't spend over like $500 on a dress anymore, because I feel like they just come and they go and they're not in fashion anymore. So you want a staple piece that is something that they bring out every year if you're going to spend that sort of money, so that, like the Kenzo jumpers, they're just constantly, every year they bring them out in different colors and they all look the same. That is worthwhile. I do have a Kenzo jumper, but anything else that's just in fashion at the moment, it's not worth wasting your money on. So that's it, guys. That is my top tips for starting a luxury collection. Thank you to Bits and Bags for tagging me to make this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Please hit the bell so you can be notified of my new content every week. Now you can also hit me up on my Insta and my TikTok and my Facebook. So the links to all of those social media accounts are in the description below. I also have links to some of my other popular videos down there. So yeah, have a good weekend. Thank you for watching and please subscribe.